Now today we're going to do a little bit more with if statements, and this is a program, it's not in your packet, but I still wanted to do some things with if and else if and all that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a little program that rolls a dice and then compares the answer, but it's going to use some other statements that we haven't seen yet. So to roll a dice, we need to generate a random number. So we're going to say from random import rand range. Python really likes modules. Base Python, like your plain vanilla Python, doesn't necessarily come with random numbers. You have to import them in. And you might say, well, why do that? Not everybody's going to need random numbers. If you work for a bank, you're not going to write a program with random numbers. If you're working and you're writing a game, yeah, then you're going to want random numbers if you want to deal a certain number of cards or to roll a dice or something like that. So here we go. So let's have it just roll one dice. So we'll say roll equals rand range, which means give me a number between 1 and 7. Now a standard dice is 1 to 6. But remember with Python and some other computer languages too, you always have to go one more. It will stop one less. So this will give us, and you don't have to do that on the lower end. This will give us a number between 1 and 6. Now let's say we're playing a game and we want to check what your numbers are. And maybe in our game, 5 and 6 is really good. So we could say if roll is equal to 5 or roll is equal to 6. So in this game, a 5 and a 6 is like a success, or is pretty good. Then we'll print a message. You succeeded. Now maybe we want to check, let's say else if the roll is equal to 3 or the roll is equal to 4. And I'm going to be very honest with you, I'm trying to remember whether these need to be in parentheses or not. So we're going to check that when we run it. Otherwise, I'll delete the video and you'll never know I made a mistake. Print, you got a medium success. Maybe 3 or 4 is okay, but it's not great. Now let's check, because I want to show you this, that we can use more than one else if. So if roll is equal to 2, we'll say print you failed. And then we could either use another else if or we could just use an else, because really the only thing left is 1. Else print you really failed, because a 1 would be really bad. And I just saved it because this is my test program that I'm using here today as I record all these. And let's see if I made any mistakes. Let's run the module. Okay. So it seems to be working. Now the problem here is we don't really know what the number was. So maybe after this statement, we want to say print your roll was, comma, I think I need a space in there. Because it would be really good if we're doing all this that we could see that it works. That we could actually see what the result was. Okay, so that worked. 4 would be the medium success. 2 is a failure. 5 is a regular or good success. And it seems to be working. Now, another way to do this is we can also use some check numbers. So we could say if the roll is greater than 4 and the roll is less than 7. Because greater than 4 would be 5 and less than 7 would be you're 6. So both of those conditions have to be met. And that's a way that you can kind of hone in on a range. You say, well, why would I do that? Let's just see it and see if it works. Okay, so we're getting the medium success, and I got to do it until we get a good success here. Oh, it's not happy with that. There we go. Just took a few tries. So you can use these comparisons, greater than or less than, and do it that way. You might say, well, why would I do that? Let's say we're going to randomly generate a test score. So we're going to say the test could be between, instead of it'll be a roll, but we'll say it'd be 1 in 100 because that's what you could get on a test. So then we could say if the roll is greater than, an 89, that gets us a 90. Or even better, we could say greater than or equal to 90. Because then we're saying print, you got an A. And then we'll worry about these other ones later. In fact, let's just get rid of these for right now. We'll say your grade was whatever it was. Now the thing is, this is only going to work 80% or 10% of the time. But let's see if we can get the numbers there. No, close. I want to have it print that we got the A. Maybe it'll take a couple of times. Probably I could have put this in a for loop to make sure that works. And you'll notice it's not printing any messages for numbers between 4 and 89. There we go. We got the A. The grade was a 96. And I wanted to show you that because that's the program you're going to be working on either today or tomorrow. So take care. See you in the next video.